looking at the uptime checks, the alerting of the dashboard, creating a dashboard and a chart, and viewing the logs.
Give me a second. Okay, very good. Do you want to do that? I'm just trying to get this stuff up here for a second.
No problem.
All right, so I got the streaming going. I got to get your window up. All right. If you, we could do that lab if you want, uh, or we could do another one. It doesn't matter. I haven't done anything on GCP this week, and I'm happy to follow along with you or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, I'm interested to go through this lab. It gives a little bit more of deploying the VMs, just kind of, more of the setup
All right.
and and configurations and stuff. So yeah, let's knock that lab out. So
Okay.
I'll go ahead and
I'm,
share a screen.
I'm trying to sign into Quick Labs. Give me a second, and I'll find that lab. If you can give me the name once I sign in. What's it called?
Cloud monitoring, quick start. It's lab number GSP
I see it. I see it.
089.
I see it. I see it. I see it. Excellent. 50 minutes.
Yep.
This one. You said something 50, 809, 80, GSP 89. What is this? I'm unfamiliar with this.
Just yeah. So in the top corner,
Uh huh.
they all have an ID number. So if you search by that, it should pop up for you.
Ah, okay. Very good. Very good. All right. Very good. I'm starting mine up. Is this part of a quest?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'll check your. Yeah, that's the one that I started.
As part of this.
Uh,
So I am not a robot most days.
how's your plants doing that you planted? You said you were doing some yard work last week.
I did yard work. I ended up just doing mulch
Yeah.
and just kind of trimmed around my little bushes. Um, it looks pretty good. It rained last night, and I was concerned about the drainage pushing my mulch out of my flower bed.
Yeah.
It did not, so I think I'm gonna live through the spring.
Very good. I weeded once already, and then I'm weeding again. I got to do that again, but I've gotten a lot of other stuff knocked out, so I'm kind of fat and happy. And the rain is doing good with the grass seed I planted.
Yeah, in the past I haven't. I've done just enough to maintain, but I'm kind of getting to the point to want to make it a little bit more, make it more prettier now. So
Yeah. I planted some plants recently, and I planted two of them really, just two shrubs to see how they do kind of in the shade. They're both shady plants. One of them seems to be rocking the roll. The other one, I thought he, was going to die. Put more water. I've been watering them about every other day. Quite, but yada yada yada. I'm making these as the lab says, and I'm working along with you.
All right. So I'm logged in. I'm creating my CPU engine instance.
I remember doing these more than once and not having it set up the something right, and then hit that checkpoint, and you're like, it looks completely right, or and it's like there was one you had to make like this is an N1 2. I want to say it was an N1 custom 2 or something. It was a drag. I didn't notice that.
Mm.
But let's see if this was correct. I got the HTTP traffic in. Lamp, lamp. There is something to do with that. That's like, what does that mean? You see that a lot. It's a combination of technologies. You know.
Um, I think it's Linux, Apache, SQL, and P.
I don't know. It might be it. That sounds right. The L Linux Apache, yeah, for sure.
Like just a bundle of those applications. Yeah. PHP. That's what the P is
PHP.
for. Yeah. Linux, Apache, MySQL, and PHP.
Ah, N is MySQL. Yeah, that's right. Very good. I used to do Bugzilla. I did Bugzilla like 2 or 3 times. I actually think it's kind of a cool little deal. And it uses PHP for the web and MySQL's for the database. It was quite easy to do what you wanted to do. I'm not so sure how secure it was, but it was quick and easy set up.
So hit that create button. And looks like he's standing up.
Well, I'm having trouble SSH. I passed the checkpoint, but SSHing into the box. And I want to say maybe you have to like enable SSH in here. It has. Okay, well that works. So that's what's. I got SSH there.
All right. Right there. So connect via SSH.
Transferring. You do not have. Okay, so I have to have some kind of permits. Let me stop mine and edit it. The incognito window maybe is the problem. You got in right away in the
Yep.
edge. You didn't do anything to SSH, right?
Uh, I didn't have to. I did the checkbox for the HTTP and I did the connect button on the side there to bring me to my instance.
Okay.
Verified my IP. All right, so I'm using a Ubuntu machine, so
You're using Edge within Ubuntu. I thought that was Windows. Oh, you're
oh no, this is the
that's
the
the
browser I'm using for everything is Edge, but I just launched a console a window from there. All right, updated my instance and installing Apache and PHP. Agree to everything. I used the Google the Ace book this week. I did some of the interactive studies, just the QA
yeah the
or
from the
practice exams. So I did the first four chapters. It was kind of just a getting to know you stuff.
mm-hmm.
I did okay.
Pretty good.
So I think the next three chapters kind of deal with doing cloud instances and VMs. So
Pretty good. All right,
restart my Apache.
I'm trying to SSH again. Yada yada yada.
So good there. If I go to my browser, there's my web page.
This is odd. Very odd. Very odd. Can I show you something for a second?
Yeah, let me stop presenting. Go ahead.
I hear. That's it. That. It went behind the window. Where is it? I'm gonna hit close. It's the same message, but watch what happens when this. So I shut this thing down. I looked to make sure there wasn't anything that I didn't do,
Mm-hmm.
and he just says create a cloud instance. Right? I didn't transfer any keys. Yada yada yada. Where's that window? Where'd it go? I hit close on it. It didn't. Okay, here we go. It'll say transferring keys and then give an IAM thing. And I'm wondering, you do not have sufficient permission. Blah, blah, blah. You need one of these. That would be. Is that set up by us?
That should be automatic. So
That's,
verify that your user is
yeah, that's the problem. Like
are who you are.
yeah, like I'm student, right? That's the thing at Quick Labs.
Yeah. And do open and you click in the open browser window.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just clicking the default. So I could add some keys to it, yada yada yada. But I don't have keys for Quick Labs GCP, right?
Yeah, that just went straight in for me.
Yeah, it should have worked. I'm not sure why it's not. If I look at this guy, just for grins, and I look at these settings, well, you can can see that passed, right? I didn't with the SSH keys. I didn't add any. Look and see if you have some there.
No, I shouldn't.
You don't have any. Yeah.
Because this would be if I was trying to SSH externally.
Yeah.
So under firewalls, I added the HTTP,
Yeah.
and
I should have.
I didn't check anything else. SSH is set for none.
Yeah. So that's set. Yada yada yada. Yeah. For setting for blocking. Yep. So that's not there. Yada yada yada. I'm not sure why he's failing. You can go ahead and share, and I will figure this out. Oh, I can't. Trying to dock a window, and it's because it's incognito. Not sure what's up with that.
Hmm.
Go ahead.
All right.
I will see if I can stop this.
All right. Do I have the right screen? So, see the Google platform screen.
Yeah.
All right.
You're a 35. I'm a 34. You're US Central 1A. I'm US Central 1A.
Yeah.
And you're a 35 and I'm a 34. Wonder why that is.
And so here's all my instance.
Yeah. Lamp 1, VM, yada yada yada. All right, continue on. I'm not sure why this thing is this way.
One thing I'm very, probably the only thing is that I'm very careful with is opening up the different browsers. So all of my Google stuff goes through. I run that through Edge, and then anything else I open up while doing a presentation, I use Google. I use Chrome for that. But
Uh,
once you're launching the incognito, everything should just be straightforward at that point. All right. So the next thing was getting the response from our web, so I launched that. And I'm good there. Now we look at monitoring the workspace. So this is where we go into the navigation menu and go down to monitoring. And I suspect that this has changed, so it's actually under operations and then monitoring. So welcome to monitoring. And install the monitoring alert agents. So to collect D based on virtual machine metrics, yada yada. In this section, cloud restreamed from your VM directly to the machine. So go to my console and execute this command. So I guess that's going to set up everything I need per that script. Run another update. I think that's overkill, but standard best practices. And then I'm going to install the stack driver agent. right time. And then I'm going to kick off the logging agent. Run the update again. Rtp-Get. So Fluent D. That must have been a lot. All right, so that's completed its install. Now I'm going to do a uptime check. So
Be right back.
console. All right. So in the console, there's uptime checks. And let's create check. Uptime. Protocol I'm going to check is HTTP. We'll select the instance for the resource time. Looks like this changed a little bit. Apply to one source. Frequency time is 1 minute. And I should have something about all regions. But it looks like that has changed to global. All right. Validation and response. Response 10 seconds, 10 milliseconds. And log failure in the checkbox. Last but not least, want me to create an alert. Duration for a minute. And then I do a test. It appears to be okay. And do a create. All right, now I need to create an alert policy. It's under alerting. condition. Oh, might have to hit create policy, add a condition. Should I? Doesn't seem to. VM, select resource type, VM instance. That did not come up.
Hey,
Hey.
sorry, I'm late.
No worries.
VM.
We're doing the cloud monitoring quick start lab.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
There it is. An entrance and then type network. Traffic. Condition above threshold. Condition is above. Threshold is going to be 500. And for 1 minute. We didn't do anything under filter. All right. Hit the add button. And then there's a next. Who should be notified? Add email address. Say go back. Guess I go back to my policy. Save that. Inbound traffic alert. If I did that right or not, we'll find out here in a second. Well, it's happy. All right, so created an alert, added an email address to send to the alert, and now create a dashboard and a chart. So go to dashboards. I guess I go here and add the name, cloud monitoring lamp. Start dashboard. Go to line. The chart CPU load. This is going to be VM and one minute. Add another chart. This could be a line as well. Sure, it's going to be received packets. Source height. And packets. All right. So there are my two charts. Now we go to view logs. And of course, all the things that we've set up as far as standing up the instance, there's no more checks. So technically we've passed the lab already. So everything else is just kind of going in and doing this type of configuration. So view your logs, menu logging. And launch the log explorer.
Hello, Steven.
Hey, how's it going?
Find yourself?
Oh, just making it through.
We're good.
Steven, how's it going?
Man,
Long time no see.
here we go. I knew you were going to come up with something.
Glad you could join.
Glad to be here. Finally got my schedule kind of twisted around. Had a few things that had me later than I wanted to be, but yeah, we're here. So what we got going on today? It looks like you.
Yeah, so we're going through quick labs and just going through GCP and doing
Okay.
a couple of labs. Today's lab is cloud monitoring. So
Right.
we stood up an instance of LAMP using Ubuntu,
Right.
um, presented the web server,
Okay.
and then we're going through the Google platform and just creating the logs and setting up the monitoring.
Right.
Pretty much navigating the interface.
Okay.
And of course, we're using Quick Labs to do this. So there's different activities that we can do where we can get credits. I myself use the monthly subscription, so I'm able to just go in and do them anytime.
Yeah. But I was about to say ad nauseum, they'll let you roll it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Clicking resource, find my instance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we are streaming,
Okay, cool.
so you'll be able to go back and you can replay the replay, of course. And also, we are streaming, so if you don't want to be on the camera,
Well,
exactly.
I know I'm beautiful thing, but I'm not gonna paint the world, all of this going
Not all, at least not all at one time.
on.
And then I'm supposed to click stream logs. I do not see stream logs.
I think it takes a little second for it to get set up and then start transferring stuff around.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that I did it right.
Okay, so you got your instances. Anything that should be required for that. Um,
Don't freak out. Don't freak out. I might go up. Oh, there it is.
yeah, it's basically doing some log forward. I know it takes like I've tried something similar. Of course, you know where I work, so I've tried something similar, and I knew it for what I did because I basically regioned myself. It took up to like about 3 minutes for things to show up. So
Okay. All right, so I see that happening. That's cool. Then check out when I start and stop an instance. All right, so I'm supposed to go here, compute engine, and do this in a new window. And now what I'm supposed to do is stop my instance. I'm supposed to see something happen over here. Maybe.
I saw it flash. I don't know if that was
yeah,
just refreshing or if it added a new line.
there were two new lines added. Actually, you could hit the arrow on the side over on the left side of everything, and it'll give you all the details.
Oh, there you go. There you go. I saw that last one
And
come
it's
through.
basically just the permissions of saying it shut you down, and then
Yeah.
there you go.
And because I have an alert, I should get an email too. Because we have the uptime check in place. I'll open up my email on another screen here. Get the overall gist of this now, but yeah. Those aren't the emails that I'm looking for. Oh. Where is my phone? There it is. All right. Go ahead and there's my uptime check going off. There is my email coming in. All right. Alert firing, inbound traffic alert. Nice. Go back in here, go ahead and start or resume.
Not sure how you have that alert set up, but do you have it set up where it'll actually tell you when it actually comes that it came back up? Like as far as like I know with some things that may do like a restart will actually it'll trigger the downtime, but I don't know if you have it to trigger like being restored back to service.
So I did not put in the setting for the recovery.
Okay.
But I did notice where you could do that. So if I was to go back, so if I remake this full screen, is that under monitoring?
I remember it should be there. I think that's where the alert base everything should be set up. God, where is it?
Okay, just waiting for it to get here. So under alerts, and then I have my one alert here.
Yeah, should be able to policy.
And then if I go back and edit.
Yeah. Basically, should we add a condition? Yes.
Yeah, so the setups of when to fix.
Right.
And other than, so that's the alert policy. So I got it set up.
I think it should be.
Oh man, do I need to go back?
Yeah.
Doggone.
Yeah.
Let's try that again.
If nothing
else. So what to track?
I think either that or you can add a condition to do it, or I'm not sure. I can't remember how it's set up inside the actual alert itself. You might actually be able to click the edit button under the alert and see it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the condition.
Yeah, I know that you can add a condition that actually track it for uptime, like uptime events, like.
Wait a minute, I want to. Yeah, I want to quit that. So if I hit next,
no, it's
condition check. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
notify incident on closure. That's what I was looking for. So when it recovers from this condition, it'll send another alert.
Basically, just let you know what's up.
Yep.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking, folks. I'm thinking like the actual like if you were really like using this kind of data center wires. If somebody was going to reboot, you'd basically get the word recovered, or if you knew something was going down, you see the one and then be waiting for the other one to show you it's coming back up and know to kind of go run it if you didn't get the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and hit cancel for that. Actually, let me pull my email address out of this alert, even if it doesn't shut down. All right. That was cool. Cool little lab. And one thing is the lab has changed. So it looks like the GCP's platform has changed a little bit. So there are some pieces in the lab that are a little bit different as far as where to go, but it wasn't that bad. So this was the lab here. And go ahead and hit end. We're done with that. I'll get fives. And so if I go back here, so the quest is the setup and configure cloud environment in Google Cloud.
Yeah.
And I've done the other pieces, whether it's been through other quests that have similar, such as the BigQuery and the Kubernetes engine.
Yeah.
So the last one to do is really the challenge lab, which ties everything together.
Yep, those are always good. I think I've done this one, so I may have the notes for this.
I'll just click on it here real quick and see what's going to happen. I'm going to set up some VCPs, 3 different network or subnets, create that Bastillion host, create a SQL instance, deploy WordPress.
That says some Julie Incorporated. That reminds me. I think it's like that TV series Silicon Valley. They had something that wasn't Julie, but it was like Stoolie or something.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that show?
Yep.
That was pretty funny.
I hated the series ended.
I never quite saw the last last seasons, but I just remember that was pretty funny. They were living in the house, and that reminded me of that place that I was living in when I worked in California.
And of course, we're going to use the Kraken web server again.
Yeah. Are you planning on trying to do this today?
No, I'm just kind of looking through it, seeing what needs to happen.
Yeah. This one, they've got more tasks and they've got more notes on each of the tasks. Like, so like they broke it up, so that's better, right? And some of those that last one we did, that Kubernetes challenge lab.
Yeah, I'm always, and that's why I'm looking at it ahead of time to make sure I know what to do, where to click, so I'm not spending a lot of time moving through that. So that seems pretty straightforward. So next week, either if I get to it before, kind of talk about it. If not, we can do that one then. It's only about an hour to do.
Yep, that's fine. Let's try that one.
All right.
Dude, I'm gonna part. I will rejoin you at 1.
All right. Anybody have any questions?